Today he helps out on a taxi rank, but during Liberia's brutal civil war, Abdul would roam these streets with an AK-47, a member of Charles Taylor's notorious Demon Forces militia, which tortured, killed and raped its way through the country. Abdul says he was abducted on his way to school aged 15 and forced to fight. Now 33, he works to feed a drug habit and sleeps rough.
So I started fighting with the people.
We started to fight against the people, and after the war they disarmed us. They took everything from us, and so I started loading cars. There was nothing to do, and I didn't want to go into the street stealing from people, so I started loading cars to earn my daily bread. And since then I've been sleeping on the sidewalk.
I sleep on the sidewalk.
It's thought as many as 38,000 children were forced to fight in the back-to-back civil wars from 1989 to 2003 that killed 250,000 people. An entire generation missed out on an education, and a disarmament and rehabilitation program set up after the conflict failed to prevent thousands from falling through the net.
It has to be solved because this will constitute, I'm talking about...
It has to be solved because I'm talking about 75% of the youth of Liberia. There are more of those who aren't educated than those who are. We can't move forward until these people in this situation is handled. And it's also difficult because it will take a long time. They're grown-ups now and they're just used to getting quick money. That's all they want, quick money.
And there are people that are used to just quick money. That's the problem. They want quick money.
Augustine was 15 when anti-Taylor guerrillas attacked his hometown of Robertsport. Forced to fight, he admits to killing people and took part in the 2003 siege of Monrovia, which resulted in the deaths of some 1,000 civilians in heavy shelling. He returned to Robertsport to fish, but the memory of the war and the stigma of being labelled a fighter are hard to eradicate.
You know, some people saw me fighting during the war. They see your face. And when the war was over, they begin to point at you and say, this man was fighting. He was a fighter.
A study by 2 charities in 2009 found that post-traumatic stress and depression were commonplace among Liberia's former child soldiers. More than a decade after the end of fighting, it's a legacy that will linger for years to come.